Hi, I'm Mia with SDMT's Behind the Purple Curtain. I'm currently playing Maureen in Rent's pre-professional production of Rent, and I'm here today interviewing Miss Allison Spratt Pearce of She Loves Me. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm so good. I'm so excited. So you've been in a ton of productions, Broadway national tours. What's your favorite memory from one of them?
You know, I think every show I have a really wonderful memory of. I hope to at least have a wonderful memory, and challenging ones. I think every great show gives you challenges and successes. But I really think, for me, my first Broadway show, opening night, it was probably just the most incredible moment for me. My family was there. It's something that I'd worked for my whole career. And kind of reaching that monumental place in my career and my life, I think, was the most important to me.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably the most important moment in my career, just saying I worked my butt off, I got here. It may have not been the best show in the world, but I loved it, and I loved the people I was surrounded with, and just that journey and that path had taken me to something I'd worked for so long.
I can only imagine. That's fantastic.
It was a proud moment.
I literally can only imagine and hope, one day. So that's so cool to hear. So again, you've done so many shows, and with that comes a lot of mishaps too. What's the most memorable moment that kind of like an embarrassing moment?
Oh gosh, there's been
Yeah.
so many. It's so funny. I was interviewing with Nina Guerin for an article for the show, and she said, "What has been, your most embarrassing moment?" I think one of my most embarrassing moments was actually here at SDMT. We did The Sound of Music, and it was opening night, and so I was 3 months pregnant, and we put the show up in 2 weeks, and it was just, I was exhausted. I was also doing 12th night during the day, so I got up at 6 in the morning, did 12th night at, most of the day, was able to take a nap, 3 months pregnant, and then I did Sound of Music at night. So I was exhausted, and my memory was terrible when I was pregnant. I don't know if you remember that. And so here we are, the curtain rises, the title song starts, I started off right, and then I just forget the words.
Oh, no.
And I went, beep! And I was like, to sing through the... And I kept going, but everybody knows that song. And I was just humiliated. But the best thing about it is it was an amazing lesson to just pick it up, leave it behind, and go forward.
Yeah.
But it was probably one of the most embarrassing things ever.
So if you were to give advice to any kid who feels like they just keep getting rejected from musical theater and this is something they really want to do, what else would you tell them?
This is a great question. I think you're always still figuring out how you get up yourself, because it's individual to everybody. But I think that if this is something you love more than anything else in the world, it has to be, because there's no way you're going to be able to make it in this business if there's nothing else you want to do.
Yeah.
So you just remember why you're doing it and why you love it, and try not to invest too much in that audition or that specific circumstance. Ben Platt was saying a really interesting thing the other day. He said, whenever I go into an audition, no matter how much I want the part, I always throw out the sides and the material right afterwards. And it helps me remind myself, don't get invested, don't get too connected to that, because it might not happen. So I think the most valuable lesson we can learn is it wasn't meant for you, and it's okay, and there's something else. But that's hard. It takes time, and it's okay to be sad. But then you have to kind of move on. And for me, it's always been that I've had something else that I love, whether it's yoga, whether it's my family, whether it's my friends. There's something else that really fills my heart and soul, and I don't live and die just for theater, and it's not going to make or break the rest of my path.
Right.
So always have something else that you find joy and love in too.
So thank you so much for letting me interview you. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you.